Fuck all the bullshit. That's all we have. I want to show you how much motherfucking money I get when I can go like this. Balance. Positive. Yeah. You watch this though. I can be broke in debt, but without makeup and not being paid, I make up for it in having chips. And then I go downstairs and invite some people to a mission so we can make some money. As long as you got your money in your safe and chips, you don't worry about anybody stealing it while it's in the bank, making money off your shit, and you ain't getting shit for it. So I go downstairs, start this mission. Get some people to come help.
Experience the exhilaration of putting everything on the line at the Diamond Casino and Resort.
Taylor, stop it. It's so embarrassing. Just wait till you see the next year.
Dog wood, 9 times 10, y'all gonna be killing people. I'll never come train those invites. I invite you to come to a mission and do some missions together. I don't feel like doing the killing shit. I've done enough of that shit already. We did some of these double XP missions. Let's go. Oh, hell no. when you broke, boy, you can't do much of nothing. Okay, but what I gotta do is go to my I go to my damn what they call it there, my I gotta pick up me some money.
Those clothes hurt my eyes, man.
Oh, survival. I need some money. I want me to go into my safe. Yeah, I go into a survival. Just give me some money. So I call for that plane. What's going on, good people? You only just need to see a little bit of me. You might not see that much. I want y'all to live in here. I love the Greco, man. All this violent shit. We're just sitting here just thinking about this coronavirus bullshit and how we allowing these motherfuckers to play us like fucking puppets. Poison us, and then now you must tell us that we being poisoned. I did kill somebody. But you just gotta stand up and shoot. What's up? Fucking bullshit, man. Like shooting a barrel. Oh, this ain't fun. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Where this fucking thing come from? This ain't no good shit, is it? I hope they got missile launchers now. We're gonna need them. These dude pop up right here, that's cold blooded. This is like, oh, that ain't right. No, that ain't right. No. It don't make no sense. They ain't make anything with it, man. Look like something that the police or the FBI would do dealing with this fucking coronavirus. It's a bunch of bullshit. But I need my little change. I need my little change. I wouldn't need to do this shit. I need my little change. I'm broke. I ain't really broke. dudes ain't got no guns. Hold on, these dudes ain't got no guns. Man, what we doing? These dudes ain't got no guns. Oh, I'm jumping down there. We go fight. These dudes ain't got no guns. Shit. These dudes ain't got no guns. I'll beat some of these bitches up. Get my fighting skills down. Oh, that bitch got a knife. 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 That bitch almost killed me. That bitch got a knife. No blessing. They ain't got no blessing. They ain't got no blessings. Shit, boy, them bitches that stabbed me up, I was dead. I mean, I ain't got no life left. I'm on red. Where the vessels at? They ain't got no vessels. Man, they ain't got no vessels, no help, nothing. Shit, I'm dead. I'm about damn near dead. That boy had a knife.
Fall back. Grab some cover, you heard?
Oh, somebody just blew themselves up.
Get down, get down. It's a tunnel. Get down. Damn, you see that? Whoa. Holy shit. Damn, man, I think I'ma die. Eat a dick. Oh, shit. Damn, you see that? Down, everybody. Down.
Man, this is cold-blooded, man. On real, dog, this ain't really something even though it's a game, this ain't no vision. Yeah, I can hear you. This ain't no game for no kids to be visualizing on the real. It is, man. Any way you look at it, I look at it like yourself. It ain't about black or white no more, man. It's about who being put in a motherfucking situation where they can't get out and ain't nobody helping them. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? And that's why if you see my crew on there, say love. Because most people don't realize, man, it's all about true love is knowing where the love is coming from, the love with for free. If you don't know where the love is coming from, the love with, you just going by what you was taught to be. A liar. When you look at believe. Hey, and I can't read or write. Yeah, like I said again, until we realize that the truth is already ready within inside of each and every one of us all at the same time, we ain't gonna realize that this coronavirus is really to live there and pinpoint who is not believing and who know better gonna go. The ones that believe, they gonna keep them around, because the believers are the ones that stuck in make believe, being the liar that they was taught to be. Now they're a willing participant in their own slavery and don't even much know it. Cause see, what we doing would be something like, what if the animals had a chance to change the tides? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I'm like I said again, if the animal, all the shit, All the shit that we do to the polar, all of the shit that we do to the polar animals, if the shoe was on other foot and the animals could do it to us, you don't think they'll do it? Of course, man. I wouldn't call it a vegetarian. I'm a lifer. You dig? I respect all life, man. I have problems with the roaches, man. But hey, I'm sorry. They should know better. You know, it's like I don't want to kill them because they trying to survive too. You dig? And when people realize that a roach is nothing but a living organism that lived as a human at one time. I'm just letting you know that, homie. Because I died 4 times and tried to kill myself more times than the Lord allowed somebody to try to do some shit like that. But that was all because I was on a whole bunch of fucking medication. I didn't know better. Yeah, because I've been in a wheelchair since '98. So you gotta go through something to know something. And be happy to explain what you've been through to know what you knew. And where what you know come from, especially if you can't read or write. It didn't come out no book. And TV tell lies to your vision. The programming you to want to tell lies for a living. So you can't get no real truth over there unless you're watching one of the movies that's trying to tell you something. I guess just like this free money to y'all. On the real, you laughing. This, cause I had, when I first came in this little session here, I had $53. Mm-hmm. Millions. I know. Just for doing this little mission right here. Cause you can't die. And how you found this mission, you either made this mission up yourself, and I ain't mad at you because this is the best mission to make some money off of, but it's a real fucked up mission. On the real. You see? Cause this ain't on the real. This is not something that you invite them kids in, man. On the real. I'm just sorry. Because a lot of people don't understand. See, a lot of people don't get what the game is really doing. A lot of people ain't getting what the game really doing, man. The game is really putting you in the mindset of always being violent against each other and always competing against each other. When we shouldn't be competing against each other, especially when you know what makes us equal. And see, most people don't know what makes us equal. That's why they competing against each other, because they don't know better. They just doing what they was taught to do. Man, like I said again, that's why I'm on here with YouTube with you right now, because you somebody that can bring up the truth being already within you, so you don't have to worry about what more people have taught you to do, and that's believe in the bullshit, to be the bullshitter and keep the bullshit going by teaching the bullshit to your children. You about to stop the bullshit right now because I'm gonna help you. And we're gonna start a YouTube channel because they already trying to stop me from doing what I want to do. I want to start my own legal law firm for the people, by the people, ran by paralegals. Paralegals who are smart enough to pass the bar to become a legal line lawyer, but we're about to do something totally different. And next thing you know, they got the fucking coronavirus. Ain't that some bullshit? Because I know for a fact that my legal law firm for the people, by the people, gonna make sense. Because we're gonna be telling the truth that makes sense. And once we start asking the questions that need to be asked to these legal line lawyers, and which is a judge, used to be a legal line lawyer before becoming a judge, we the people gonna investigate these judges. We the people gonna investigate these district attorneys. We the people gonna investigate all these legal line lawyers because they should be motherfucking loyal to being in that legal system and telling the fucking truth. We ain't getting no truth out that system because we got that bit being ran by a bunch of fucking crooks. So like I say again, as soon as we've been talking about legal aid before, law firm, for the people, by the people, me talking about it and saying that I can't read or write. I've been hearing people talk about it, and next thing you know, here come the coronavirus to stop me in my motherfucking tracks. Nah, man, like I said again, what happened was, 51. Nah, this is what happened. Whenever I've been trying to learn to read and write and shit, I get a headache and want to go to sleep. Now I know that was something for me to not know, because what you need to know is what you're doing 24 hours a day. When you was taught to read and write, you was taught to go to work or go to jail, because they were teaching you to know what the fuck you were doing when you were reading and writing. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Boy, you don't last down there. Oh, when you down there, boy. And I saw that for myself. Them boys start jigging you up and everything. I was gonna fight them at first. They start jigging you up. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. And the only one come is the gang members, huh? Herbert, the only ones that come is the gang members, huh? The only ones come are gang members, huh? Know what I'm saying? You know how these dudes keep popping up every wave? It's gonna always be gang members, or it's gonna end up being some of the see? Yeah, that's racist, yeah, big time. I see they put anybody that get to come on here. I know, man. Come on, man. I'm a grown motherfucking man. I don't take none of this shit seriously, but what I'm talking about, I take that fucking seriously. This game is straight up fucking bullshit to keep you in a bullshit mindset. Period. But when I'm on this game, I talk about what's really real, and that's us coming together to knowing what love is. True love is you knowing where the love is coming from, the love with for free with no material fucking motive. But most people are saying that they love you just to be getting something over on you to get something from you. But how can you hate people when you are a part of them? All right, because I'm saying, even if they ain't fair with you, you have to know that they don't know better. And if they do know better, they're going to get theirs. You can't hate on them for being who they are if they don't know who they really are because of what they were taught to be. That's why I can tell you I love you more than you love you. If you don't know where the love is coming from, the love with for free, I got you, baby. Oh, come on, man. Until you realize that with your own two eyes, where your third eye is already ready within you, it's not on the dollar bill. In God we trust is what we was taught to fucking do. Not realizing that in God that you trust in is the fucking government. How stupid can people be? This bullshit go anyway. I know that. Told you, if I wouldn't have never been through what I went into the light of enlightenment, man. I done been through what y'all trying to go through because y'all afraid to die. But how can you be afraid to die and then live life? You got to embrace death in order to live life, baby. But the truth that matters is you got to know what you're doing 24/7. People lie, the numbers don't. Do the math. The circle of life, being the all, being already within you, and we are the ones that's supposed to be watching over everything and telling the truth to each other. Because we here together. Isn't it ironic that together is the only word that you can use a number, and you can't use one together, you can't use three together, you can't use four together, you can't use 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. You can only use two to say one. This is some crazy shit. This is some real crazy shit. This is some good. Huh? Huh? Yeah, and I look, everyone is different. Look, everyone is different. Look, everyone is different, but the same. What makes us same? The wisdom within you for you not to be dumb is naturally in you to know better. Because there's a natural order within nature in us being over nature. You see? Because the creator is within the creation. How can the creation give the creator a name? Where do you think this God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, all them fucking different fucking names come from? It came from a motherfucking man. See, if the creativity for you to create a reality for you to live in wasn't already ready within you, you couldn't chew bubble gum, beat your heart, and look at the shit you're doing while listening to people around you by yourself. If you was alone, you're never alone, man. Creativity is all that there is to be already ready within us all. We just been dumbed down to be stupid fucking sheep. When do this shit end, bro? Huh? When I mean levels you got? Oh, okay, we're on 17. I got all the way down to all right, I got you now. It's countdown. I thought it was going up. But all my people that watch my YouTube channel gonna say you did some violent shit there, John. You on that right now? This is some crazy shit. Now, this is my favorite gun here. The shotgun. Oh, that boy. I done been burnt before. I done had hot grease thrown on me. So it is what it is. Just watching that shit there, like, wow. Some crazy shit, boy. For the eyes to see. For the eyes to see. Wow. I'm Mr. Glasses 48, and they just showed 40 on the screen.
What'd you say?
I said I'm Mr. Glasses 48, and they just showed 48 on the screen twice.
Well, yeah, that's running on fire, explosion.
I'm just saying, I'm Mr. Glasses 48, and it showed on the screen. It showed on the screen 2 times, 48, twice. Oh, y'all got some kind of shit going on, man. Somebody got some shit going on because I couldn't swing my gun or nothing. That was bull. That was some straight up bullshit, whatever that was. My man couldn't swing the gun or nothing. I couldn't shoot. It's like my whole controller just stopped working. But that's good. I mean, I can sit back and watch and play a little something. And they probably gonna put copyrights on my shit and turn my shit off.
And let me tell y'all something. You want to see the largest homicide rate in the world? It ain't in no black ghetto in America. It's a little town in Australia where them white folks' homicide rate is 200 times what their population is. That town is located across the street from a manganese plant. How much manganese are you spraying in my neighborhood at night while I'm asleep? Tell me about your
Oh, well, when I saw the State of the Black Union, Dick Gregory really moved me and a lot of my friends. I show it to everybody that comes to our house, especially white folks, because they need to hear that, so that they know more about all of us. Because what he said, he said something that really hit home about this phenomena of chemtrails. You know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time, and oh, that's cool. A jet just went. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay, and you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting. So he started riffing about the chemtrails, and he started to say things that hit home so hard. And I would recommend that everybody try to get what he said online, wherever, and try to get a copy of it. Just listen to it, because I was so moved that I had to write the song.
And then when you leave, with all the hassle, can you have that love? I'm so tired of you black folks walking around looking all evil like that's gonna change something. Looking all mean, talking all crazy. Let them tell you about your children. If I sit here today, and these are all white folks, and they're putting some sleeping pills in my water, and I sit up here and doze off and go to sleep, and everybody told in the world, niggas is lazy. They tired. No, that's because you too naive enough to know what they putting in my water. Okay? Your children ain't violent because they black. They ain't violent. Most people in the world live in a ghetto. They don't kill people. What are you putting in my mom's liquor, white boy? What are you putting? Huh? Here. And it's your fault too. Mom's liquor is made by white companies, but only sold in black neighborhoods, and you ain't checked it to see what's in it. How much lead are you putting in my neighborhood? Lead affects my thinking capacity. Lead is only one thing on the planet more dangerous than lead, and that's manganese. Manganese will make you kill your mama. And let me tell y'all something. You want to see the largest homicide rate in the world? It ain't in no black ghetto in America. It's a little town in Australia where them white folk homicide rate is 200 times what their population is. That town just happened to be located across the street from me. Sit back down, Nick. Don't do that mic. That town is located across the street from a manganese plant. How much manganese are you spraying in my neighborhood at night while I'm asleep? How in the world can a 9-year-old child find a heroin man, but the FBI can't find it, and you gonna tell me that's a black thing? Y'all crazy? What is this about? And then black men, and you run off the wall. Kill folks. Liberate folks. And then come home and a white cop or a white racist mentality and shot your mom in the back. You got to call him. You don't call the United States government. You don't call that bad army. And black men, how? You let cops shoot your mama, your dad, and your daughter in the back and don't do nothing, but you notice they ain't never shot your car. They never took a nightstick and knocked your headlines out. Black men, you should feel ashamed that you think more of your car
Close the door,
than you do your mama. You do your daddy. Huh? These are the things that need to change while this brother and sisters on their way to the White House. And when you see Hillary and y'all see Brother Trump, thank him for me. And you white folks need to be thankful. Because if y'all had a brother like me, y'all would really be in trouble. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Gregory. Dick.
The darkness of the present will only fade as the brightness of the future is just beyond the horizon. What a difference a week makes. Yep, it's real, and it's already changing our lives. And guess what? That change is going to continue. We don't know when it will end, but what we do know is we are facing a seemingly incomparable enemy virus, inflicting sickness and in some cases death as it washes across the world. I sit here tonight in New York City, in New York State, which as of this moment is rapidly closing in on 12,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, by far the most of any state in the nation. But make no mistake, this virus is everywhere. And all of us need to be vigilant, and most of us need to stay in place. The numbers we've seen from China, South Korea, Italy, and the United States suggest different mortality rates. China, it appears, is back online. South Korea seems like it's at the end as well. And Italy, as as you probably know, is being devastated, with 800 deaths reported in the last 24 hours. So how will the United States get through this? Who will we lean on along the way? I don't have all the answers, but there are 4 things I know for sure. Number 1, we will get through this. Remember, we're Americans, born of a revolution. Fight is in our DNA. America is at her best when she's tested. She's strong, determined, and has the mettle to get through anything. The White House Coronavirus Task Force is making sure we will get through this with the best of the best engaged on our behalf. A whole-of-government response is on this. Since President Trump implemented travel restrictions on China and then Europe, then closed northern and southern borders to non-essential travel, we are protecting our citizens as much as possible. The FDA has issued an emergency approval for testing and has cut its red tape. Americans are being tested for free. The fast track right now is the only track in America. The president has brought together bank executives, insurers, pharmaceutical companies, airlines, and stores. Number 2, when we get through this, we will be stronger than ever. Economists agree that once this virus plateaus, as it has in other countries, our economy will come roaring back. President Trump signed an emergency coronavirus package, injecting $8.3 billion into the efforts to fight this outbreak. Tax day is delayed until July. Student loan payments are suspended for 60 days. There's a moratorium on FHA foreclosures. And this week's stimulus package will provide at least $1,200 per adult to make $7,500, $75,000 a year or less. All in an effort to get us to the point where we can be stronger when we get out of this. This is the kind of whole-of-government response America has never seen before, and this is the response that will provide us with the ability to come back. Number 3, we are finding common ground in unusual places. The president has brought together former competitors to fight this together, all focused on America's common enemy. Companies and workers are volunteering even though they're suffering financially. They're stepping up with masks and drive-thrus for testing. And amazingly, even politics comprehends the need for common ground.
With respect to Governor Cuomo, we had a great talk this morning. We're both doing a really good job. We've done a phenomenal job on this. The governor's even Gavin Newsom, we argue a lot, but Gavin Newsom's been very, very generous.
I spoke to the president this morning about specific actions the president is going to take. I can tell you he is fully engaged on trying to help New York. He's being very creative and very energetic, and I thank him for his partnership.
Number 4, we are getting close to our humanity, our faith, and our purpose in life. The silence of isolation is deafening, and it is forcing us to think about our purpose. We are social beings, but maybe the silver lining will be the time we have to self-examine, reflect, and get closer to our Creator. As Vice President Pence said today, the religious communities have had to make the hard choice to suspend services. So maybe you can practice your faith by finding that senior citizen in your neighborhood who can't get to the store, who can't cook his or her own meals. Do something for them. Our kids, the ones who were dancing on the beach last weekend in Florida, have a lot of energy. Get them out of the house to help others. Be sincere, be kind, and be temperate. Make a vow to give. Remember the importance of love and family. The darkness of the present will only fade as the brightness of the future is just beyond the horizon. I look forward to enjoying that day with you. And that's my open.
Tom Connors here. How can I help you, sir? Well, if you need anything, we're only a call away.
Certificate of graduation from the Moorhead School of Investigation, along with your badge, gun, and smokes.
Back on top.
The casino store is open. Come dressed like you deserve success.
Ah, here they are.
Hey, I'm so glad you came. So, I presume you've read some of the bad press we are getting, or heard the news.
Yes, it's a real problem, and we've got the best security in the city.
Which is why it's a setup.
Indeed, it's a setup, madam. My team and I are doing our best, but we have to be vigilant. You don't want any problematic negativity. George, eyes left. Watch that guy.
We don't. Not anymore. We cannot afford any additional lawsuits.
Well, our acquaintances here look innocuous enough. And from what I understand, they can handle themselves. So how about we take a little tour and deal with any miscreants?
Miscreant. Interesting word.
Very.
What would you like me to call the assholes the Duggins pay to start fights?
Whatever you like. But stop them as soon as you can. And next time, how about not letting them in?
My friends, shall we perambulate around the campus?
Before you go, anyone for a little champagne?
Gotta give me strength.
Follow me. You know what's happening, right? The Duggins are paying people to start fights. Been happening all week. And social media is starting to take notice. Looks clear over here. Let's head over to the main floor. Disorderly conduct blemishes our reputation, and we pride ourselves on our reputation, and it could put us out of business entirely. Those are the hillbillies on the Duggins payroll. Calm them down. Stop this trouble.
Man, which one of these three?
He's taking the competition call. Let's go.
Here we are at the casino.
Yeah.
Let's get a shot of the bikes. Fuck! You okay?
Take those bikes. Go after them.
What's up with this?
Don't worry about it. They're valets. Get them inside. Come on. Come on. Get that car back by any means necessary. We cannot afford to lose a multi-million-dollar asset right now, particularly when it's not insured.
for fight, motherfucker!
It's all gone.
Hair looks good.
Good to go.
What an unfortunate business. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Well done.
I think we managed to quell the unfortunate uprising matter.
Well done, Vincent. Any ideas?
I imagine it was someone who wishes to besmirch the good name of this institution.
Yeah,
Yo,
we know that.
Sorry to interrupt here. Brucey Kibbutz. Can we talk about health and wellness for a second here?
Excuse me?
Brucey Kibbutz. I want to talk to you about the mindfulness and exercise director's position.
Not right now. I'm kind of busy.
Oh, you're too busy to discuss health and well-being?
Call guest services, sir. Make an appointment.
Very amusing. Do I look like I make appointments, bro? I am the appointment!
Anyway, thank you. Again, I hope I don't have to ask for your further assistance, but I fear I shall.
I went from $55 to having, I don't know yet how much I got yet. We're gonna go to the Office of Legal Aid before. Y'all can get y'all KD up by killing me, don't matter. I just like helping people. I just like killing people. It is what it is.
We just fucking broke up last night.
Who's the next person needs milk? Just invite me. I got you. I even help y'all little kids. You know, like fucking with y'all kids because y'all shouldn't be on an adult game. But I will help y'all too. Okay, the way that I move it out.
Throwing a party at your penthouse?
Shit, that's some way to do that. I'm trying to find out how I can move that camera. Look at dude that lost all his money. You can see the depression sitting in that boy's face. Let's go. Let's go. Champagne. I say again, people. We being entertained by a lot of bullshit. While real shit going on. Lee, I need to put this shit on so I can talk to y'all. So when you look at what's going on, we being fed a lot of bullshit. I mean, we being fed a lot of bullshit. I'm gonna give you some of that bullshit right now. But I got all, not all of it, some of it in my phone. Like for instance, here you go. For instance, check it out.
Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine. A government hiding, hoarding, alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves, in a state of perpetual to create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control the populace.
We let our soldiers realize they're being played as pawns by some rich elite bastards. We are all being enslaved like we are right now. Willing participants in our own slavery. How the fuck you pay taxes from a motherfucking land that the creator gave to the creations? How can the creation give the creator a name? Unless they want to control the creation. We've been taught to be fucking stupid fucking sheep.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in 47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.
It's fear-mongering, claptrap, isolationist, techno-paranoia, so bogus and dangerous and stupid that it borders on treason. Saying these things would be incredibly irresponsible.
It's irresponsible not to say it.
Especially if it's the truth.
To what we need right now, what you are asking for, that is a failing.
And a failing, yes.
It is a failing. Let's admit it. The idea of anybody getting it easily, the way people in other countries are doing it, we're not set up for that. Do I think we should be? Yes, but we're not.
As questions continue to swirl about why more people are not being tested for COVID-19, more shutdowns across the country. The nation's first coronavirus containment zone is now in effect. March Madness canceled. The NBA and Major League Soccer suspended. Lights on Broadway are about to go dark. All this happening as the president creates confusion over his Oval Office address after saying most travel from Europe would be suspended for 30 days. The markets have fallen once again. Trading halted for the second time this week. Today was one of the worst in history and the worst day since Black Monday in 1987. And overseas, Italy's death toll continues to mount. That nation recording its largest one-day jump in cases. While in Brazil, the president's right-hand man has tested positive for coronavirus. He was pictured with President Trump just days ago. Unfortunately, it's been another day of disturbing headlines as we fight this pandemic. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Davis. Thanks so much for streaming with us. We certainly wish we could begin this show with a different headline, but the COVID pandemic is now rapidly changing. Essentially the way we live. In just the last 24 hours, there's been a dizzying number of sports leagues and events canceled or suspended. Concerts, Broadway shows, Disneyland. The list may continue to grow because there is no escaping it. COVID-19 is here in the U.S. and spreading at an unknown rate. That's because health officials say that they just don't know what they need to know due to the lack of available testing. What we do know, however, is that there are 1,300 cases and at least 39 people dead nationwide from COVID-19. President Trump remains
I guarantee it ain't from COVID-19. It's from some shit that y'all are saying with COVID-19 to scare people. They have to get a vaccine or some bullshit, bro. And if I get the shit, fuck it, I would have died from the shit under my own merits. I'm not taking none of they fucking vaccines or none of they shit to kill me all quicker. Fuck them. They bullshit.
Dr. Anthony Fauci in just a moment, but we begin with the latest on the developing crisis. Here's ABC News Live anchor Tom Yalnis.
We don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
National Guard troops tasked with delivering an estimated 400,000 pounds of food. The first shipments sent directly to that hot zone outside of Manhattan. We were there as the food arrived.
Here in New Rochelle, the National Guard has been activated. They're bringing in bags and
As
bags
soon
of
as they
food.
stop
These are
bringing in the
mostly
food, you
non-perishables,
fuck.
but they also have lunches prepared for children, breakfast as well. There's a lot of uncertainty right now in this area, but one thing is certain. They want to make sure families don't go hungry.
So many here told to stay home, living in the nation's first containment zone. This warning outside of a reported testing facility. Keep all windows closed. More than 100 cases here in New Rochelle. And in New York City, with 42 new cases today, the mayor declaring a state of emergency.
I think we have to fully understand this is the shape of things to come.
This as New York bans all gatherings of 500 people. Starting tonight, the lights will go out on Broadway. The Great White Way told to shut down, along with performances at Carnegie Hall and Lincoln Center.
So we're going to take very dramatic actions in that regard to reduce the number of people in contagious environment.
New York following the lead of states like California, Oregon, and Washington, all cracking down on crowds because of the coronavirus. more than 2,100 school closures nationwide, affecting an estimated 1.3 million school children. Scores of colleges and universities also canceling classes. From San Jose to Salt Lake to Boston, so-called surge tents popping up, ER rooms preparing for potential patient overflow, as doctors across the country are sounding the alarm on the need for more testing.
Right now, we're really limited, and the demand for testing far outweighs what the state's capacity is.
Today, federal officials were pressed on who was in charge of making sure people who needed to be tested, including healthcare workers, are.
There's not one person that can ensure that these tests can be
Love
administered.
you later, love.
Yes or no?
My colleague is looking at me to answer that. Here we go.
Okay.
The country's top infectious disease doctor making this admission.
The system is not really geared to what we need right now, what you are asking for. That is a failing.
And a failing, yes.
It is a failing. All right, let's admit it.
As doctors scramble, so are Americans stuck overseas.
To keep new cases from entering our shores, we will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days.
The president's surprise travel ban on most flights from Europe, leading to chaos at some airports.
It's just honestly pandemonium. No one knows what's happening. I don't know if this ban currently applies to U.S. citizens, but I'm not going to risk it because I do not want to be stuck in Barcelona for 30 days.
The White House later clarifying the ban will only apply to foreign nationals, not citizens or green card holders. But travel could get worse. The president not ruling out imposing domestic travel bans.
Travel restrictions within the United States, such as to Washington State or California. We haven't discussed that yet. Is it a possibility? Yes. If somebody gets a little bit out of control, if an area gets too hot.
And overnight, a scare in the air for passengers aboard a JetBlue flight from New York's JFK to West Palm Beach. Officials say a passenger alerted the crew upon landing. He received a notification he tested positive for the coronavirus.
An individual on this flight got a text that he tested positive for the coronavirus.
The plane and both airports sterilized. Passengers released, told to monitor their health over the next few days.
And our Tom Yamas joins us now from here in New York, where officials are adamant that mass transit is not shutting down, as of now at least. So, Tom, tell us more about the precautions that are being taken here, and also what's happening just north of here with the National Guard now arriving in New Rochelle.
That's right, Lindsay. Well, listen, cases have spiked here in New York City, so Mayor de Blasio has declared a state of emergency, and Governor Cuomo has now banned any sort of gathering with 500 or more people. That includes the Great White Way Broadway, so the lights will be out on Broadway starting tonight. Now, we do know that mass transit is not going to be shut down, but transit officials admit that ridership is down, so clearly riders are concerned. Now, New Rochelle, we were there earlier today. As we mentioned in our report, they're expecting 400,000 pounds of food, and if you're home wondering why they're trying to get food out, it's because so many families rely on their kids to get square meals, at least 2 square meals a day in public schools, and with some schools closed there in New Rochelle, these families will at least get some meals to their kids. They'll also get some non-perishable foods. But Lindsay, I got to tell you, one of the images that really stood out to us today was that image of the reported testing site outside of New Rochelle. It says it right there in a traffic sign, keep all windows closed. Lindsay?
All right, Tom Yamas, thank you for that report. Another day of historic losses on Wall Street. The Dow sinking 10%, its worst day since the Black Monday market crash back in 1987. Investors are clearly not excited about President Trump's plan to deal with the growing impact of coronavirus. And some action by the Federal Reserve didn't help that much either. The sell-off actually got so bad today that trading was briefly halted because stocks fell too far, too fast. Today's loss was the 5th worst decline for the Dow in history. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis is down on Wall Street to try to help us make some sense of all of this. Rebecca, with so much uncertainty about coronavirus, how bad could this really get?
Well, I think that's what Wall Street is trying to figure out right now, Lindsay.
Very good. Even though we sell, Mr. Chang will be very happy when Duggan's dead. Go to the ranch, take him out however you can. There'll be lots of guards, so get past them first. The money is ready to transfer as soon as it's done. And tell him it's for me!
Down on Wall Street a couple of days ago when all of Italy decided to shut down. That's where Wall Street really got the sense for how dramatic be here in the United States. And the fact of the matter is, Lindsay, there are decisions right now being made, and those decisions that are best for public health are not the best for the health of the economy, and 100% of the time public health is going to take precedent. It is going to win out, as it should, and the economy, at least in the near term, is going to feel the pain of that.
That's a really good distinction to make. And at what point will we be in a recession?
So we will have to see whether or not we're in recession. If we have 2 quarters of back-to-back falling contraction, where the economy is not growing, in fact, it is actually slowing
They know you're there.
and
Look out for more guards on the way.
That is the technical symbol of what happens in a recession. But we already very likely, if there's going to be a recession, we very likely are already in the midst of one. And at least, at a very minimum, Lindsay, in this quarter, the one that we're in right now, we will see that contraction, because it's just not possible to have so many companies telling their employees to work from home, so many businesses canceling conferences, so many companies literally shutting down business. It's impossible not to see an economic impact from that.
All right, Rebecca Jarvis, thank you for that sobering news. We appreciate it. Now, the fallout on Wall Street was partially driven by confusion over the president's address to the country last night and whether the announced measures, including restrictions on travel from Europe, will help effectively combat the crisis here in the U.S. as Congress debates what actions to take next. And now, new questions about the president's recent interactions with the Brazilian president's press secretary, who is now tested positive for COVID-19. The man seemed close by the president and vice president in Mar-a-Lago this weekend. ABC News Chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl has the latest on the White House response.
President Trump today insisted when it comes to coronavirus testing, everything is going according to plan.
Frankly, the testing has been going very smooth.
But today, even some of the president's fellow Republicans weren't buying it.
People should not say, if you want a test, you go get a test right now. That's coming. That's not here at this point.
Well, we're not the best equipped nation in terms of testing. That's absolutely obvious.
We all want on a date. We all want to be told by Friday there'll be 10 million tests available. The problem is they can't tell us that.
And there was that acknowledgement from Dr. Anthony Fauci, the government's leading expert on coronavirus.
The idea of anybody getting it easily, the way people in other countries are doing it, we're not set up for that. Do I think we should be? Yes, but we're not.
And the president also falsely said today that everybody coming to the United States from Europe is being tested.
But we have them very heavily tested. If an American's coming back or anybody's coming back, we
Ain't
test
got
them. We
no
have a
tested.
tremendous
They
testing
lying.
setup where
When are the people gonna realize that these bitches ain't doing but a whole bunch of lying?
ABC News has spoken to
Whole
multiple
bunch of
people
lying.
who returned to the United States today from
Until
Europe
we, the
who were
people,
non-tested.
start holding
The
these people
CDC did not
for all the
respond to
lies that they
questions about
telling,
the president's comments.
we're gonna stay stuck
Today,
on
the
the
president
stupid
is
in
facing
the lies
questions
that they
about
telling.
whether he himself should be tested after he was photographed over
Look,
the weekend in
look.
Mar-a-Lago with a
And then they're
Brazilian
gonna say that
official
he have it,
who
then
has
they're gonna kill
tested
him.
positive.
Let's put
It is what it is. These states trying to get their fucking piggy bank back. We they fucking piggy bank. We been sold out to the motherfucking China.
In a statement, quote, both the president and vice president had
I don't
almost
trust the
no
Democrats or the
interactions with the
fucking
individual
Republicans.
who
Both of
tested
them bitches a
positive
bunch of
and
crooks.
do not require being tested at this time.
John Karl now
TV
joins
tell
us from the
lies to
White
your
House. John, the
vision.
president's speech last night had
Programming you to
multiple
want to tell lies for
misstatements
a
that then
living to
had to
be a
be
star on the
clarified and
TV.
seemed to do very little to calm concerns about the nation's readiness. How is the White House responding to the pushback, including from Republicans in Congress?
Well, Lindsay, it's some really stark misstatements about the president's own proposals. The details of the travel ban turn out, or the restrictions on travel from Europe turned to be very different from what he described. He said in the speech that there would be restrictions on goods coming from Europe. That's not true. We were told not long after the speech. Very little by the way of response to that, but this has become a serious issue for this White House, and that is the question of credibility. Can you believe what they are saying?
Can't believe shit. You either know or you don't know, or you asking questions to know. Believing stops you from fucking asking fucking questions. Fuck that shit. Don't believe shit. Constantly ask motherfucking questions because if they can't explain that shit so you can know better, somebody lying to you about some shit. It is what it is.
That they can even reach an agreement.
Well, actually, this is interesting, Lindsay. Speaker Nancy Pelosi, I am told, has had 5 conversations just today with Treasury Secretary Mnuchin about putting together a package to deal with the economic impact of all this. And I have been told by people on both sides of those conversations that they're actually going quite well. They expect to have an agreement that would provide some help for those most directly affected by this in terms of paid sick leave, making sure that the testing, any coronavirus testing would be done without any cost to those being tested, and providing other measures to help those who have been hurt by this, by the incredible economic impact of this crisis. So it sounds like they're making progress. We could see the House vote very soon on that, and the Senate would follow suit next week.
Finally, a bit of good news, John. We'll take it. John Carl for us at the White House.
Thank you, Lindsay.
We're joined now by NIH and Coronavirus Task Force official Dr. Anthony Fauci. Thanks so much for joining us, Doctor.
Good to be with you.
So you testified
Practice
today that
fucking
the U.S. testing
physician.
system is currently failing.
That's what a doctor is, a practice fucking
Who's
physician.
responsible for
They
this
ain't no
failure?
fucking
I don't think it's anyone
specialist.
that's responsible.
Some
What I was
bullshit.
referring to is that the system as it was originally designed was really designed for a patient-to-doctor relationship in which the CDC would make a test,
See?
give it to the
CDC, they some lying motherfuckers. I know. I done dealt with the CDC. Lying motherfuckers. Oh, I done dealt with this medical field long enough to know some shit. To know that they ain't nothing but some legal fucking drug dealers and fucking doctors. And then they give them all this motherfucking leeway like they really are something. They ain't shit. Only doctor that's really about something is a surgeon. And that's when you go into motherfucking hospital for cause and effect, being in some car wreck or some shit. But the rest of the motherfucking doctors you go for dealing with the shit you put into your body is motherfucking liars. Period. No ifs and buts about it.
In the next week or so, we would be able to get the commercial individuals involved, commercial companies, so that you can then much more easily get a test. But when I said it failed, I didn't mean it failed in the sense of what it was originally designed for. What it was originally designed for worked very well. But we've transcended that. We need to do much better. We need to get out there and get much more testing. And I believe that will be available relatively soon.
So you're optimistic that will be able to fix this?
Yeah, no, we are going to fix it, for sure. We're going to fix it. I mean, we have to admit that in the beginning we didn't have what we needed, but now we will fix it.
And so at this point, who needs to advocate in order to build the capacity for the universal virus testing?
You know, it's already being done. I mean, the HHS under Secretary Azar, the CDC, the FDA, they're all
Morse music.
I don't trust them people, man.
From what I heard at the task force meeting, literally just a few minutes ago, we're almost there. It's going to be within the next week or two. Probably even more like a week.
Why were the diagnostic tests approved by the World Health Organization not used?
Well, you know, it's a different test. It's a reasonable test. It's a good test. But like I mentioned early on, the test that we had was one that had been working and working well for the system that was involved. We will have our test soon.
At least 9 lawmakers who were present at Mar-a-Lago are now in self-quarantine due to their interaction with the Brazilian president's press secretary, who has tested positively for coronavirus. Should President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence be doing the same thing?
No, I think we're going to obviously leave that up to the White House and personal physician of the president and the vice president. So I would comment that I'm not very familiar with the details of that interaction, and that's why I would leave that to the president and the vice president's White House physician.
You have praised President Trump's new travel restrictions. Do you think that they go far enough, and should they also apply to Americans coming from Europe, like that infected lawyer who caused a spread in New Rochelle, New York?
Well, let's talk about travel restrictions for a moment. The early on decision to essentially stop the travel, put very significant travel restrictions on China, really saved us an awful lot of hurt, as it were, because we had some seeding of individuals from China, which led to then secondary infections, but there were relatively few considering what would have happened.
It's all over, I'm afraid.
You know, in contrast,
Word from
the
the uncle in Hong
Europeans
Kong.
did not do
Got
that,
south.
and unfortunately,
Drama.
our colleagues in
The condos will
Italy
be
are
fine,
suffering
but
for
I'm
that
finished.
because they're having a
I'm
very
so
bad
sorry.
situation.
I thought we could build
in Italy.
something great
The
here.
more recent travel restrictions were based on scientific data. If you look at the number of new infections that are currently globally, about 70%, the majority of them are coming from that European Union there that we talked about last night.
这些新血，没错。虽然我是有人 that have new cases, the majority of them are coming from that region. So I thought it was, even though it's a lot of difficulty and it was a difficult decision, I think it was the prudent and right decision to make. Because when you want to stop the spread of virus, you do it two ways. You prevent anything from without coming in, and even as important, if not more importantly, you try to contain and mitigate the spread in the country. And that's why we're doing those kinds of things that I call social distancing, where you don't go where there are crowds. You telework where you can. You don't go on trips with crowded planes. And if you're an individual who's elderly,
you don't know where you're going.
you absolutely don't go on a cruise ship.
Now, President Trump has said that COVID-19 will disappear. I quote, one day, it's like a miracle, it will disappear. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, you know, it depends on what you mean by disappear. We are still
Very good. Even though we sell, Mr.
The curve is going like this, and if this acts like any other infection, if you don't do something about it, and you do it really quickly, it's going to do that.
See, because I had to turn right here, and I went to my helicopter. So y'all know what you're doing. Y'all always want to do what y'all want to do. Y'all know what the fuck y'all doing.
Hopefully will be successful is to blunt that curve. So instead of going way up, it goes like this. We're still going to have people getting sick, and people will die, but it will be much less than if it just went up like that and we did nothing about it.
Yeah, so a colleague of mine was just saying, you know, we should all just be prepared that we're going to get it. Do you think that that's the appropriate attitude?
No, I don't think it's the appropriate attitude. The appropriate attitude is to try and do something about it. And I just outlined the two ways: from without in, try and block it, and within, do whatever you can to distance people from each other so they don't spread. You can blunt that curve. To just throw up your hands and say we're not going to do anything about it is not appropriate and not good public health.
Now, doctors are restricting at this point who they can test. Can you explain who can get a test?
If a person goes to a physician and says they are sick, they need a test,
I'm getting this call, man.
restrictions that we need to make clear are no longer there. The previous restriction was you have to have either come into contact with someone who is a known coronavirus patient or had some interaction with someone who was a contact. Now, you go in, there are no longer those restrictions. You go to your physician, you say, I feel sick, I may have some symptoms associated, and you get tested.
Okay, last question to you, Dr. Fauci, and again, we appreciate your time. What can you tell us about the treatment trials? What medications are helping?
Well, there are no medications that we know are helping because, as you said correctly, there's still treatment trials. So what's going on in China and what's going on here in the United States is testing a couple of already developed drugs to see if they have activity against the coronavirus. We've got to be careful that we say we have drugs. There's nothing been proven. You have to give the drug to hundreds of people and compare it to a situation where you just give them standard of care. And after a period of time, if that drug works, you make it available to people. But we're not there yet. We do not know if these drugs work.
Anything that you just want to say to the American people that you feel like we need to know?
Yes, I think that ahead we have to be prepared that we will get more infections. The way that we can respond to and mitigate is to do the kind of distancing socially. In fact, if you go to coronavirus.gov or cdc.gov, you can take a look at what the kinds
They know you're there. Look out for more guards on the way.
Dr. Fauci, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And turning now to all those major cancellations we've seen in the past 24 hours. Today, NCAA announcing that they have canceled this year's March Madness basketball tournament after that. This conference court has decided to cancel as well, proving there was no going to the Final Four. And at a constant time point, it seems that people stocking up on food and supplies in preparation for disruptions in services and possibility of having to self-quarantine. Of course, the cruise industry
time, prayerfully touching tape recorders and microphones at a news conference. And then, moments before tip-off Wednesday, with fans already in the arena, the NBA sending everybody home after discovering Gobert had tested positive.
The game tonight has been postponed. All set. And take your time leaving the arena tonight.
The Jazz.
Am I right in thinking Mr. Duggan is being evacuated in a helicopter? It would be very bad for all of us if he got away. Particularly you, if you want to get paid. Take that how you will.
Most relatable star, Tom Hanks, revealing he too has contracted the virus. The Oscar winner who has diabetes, posting this picture to Instagram from Australia, saying, "We felt a bit tired, like we had colds and some body aches." Hanks' wife, Rita Wilson, who's a breast cancer survivor, also tested positive for the virus days after performing in front of a sold-out crowd in Brisbane. The star of Castaway and the Saving Private Ryan revealed that they wanted to play things right and get tested. The closer of Disneyland revealed that an executive issued by existing private sector assets, including hotels and motels. 3 empty hotels already taken over. This comes as California is still grappling with the last 200 passengers aboard that strict cruise. This is the second outbreak aboard Princess Cruise. Compelling the cruise line to cancel all cruises for 60 days. Like the cruises always.
And then it's live from Oakland, California. Matt, you just spoke with the governor talking about the enormous problems with testing there. What do they have to say?
The major problem with testing is that they have received test kits from the federal government that lack, I'm going to read this, RNA extraction kits. Basically, that means the tests themselves are not...
It's done, isn't it? Don't say anything. I don't want to know. But I know. Dear Lord, I'm an accessory to murder. Multiple murders. Well done, me. Yay. Okay. Come back to the casino so we can dot the I's and cross the T's on this deal, okay?
And they say a public health threat.
And we've seen several states already move to cancel school. Could California, the nation's most populous state, follow suit?
Just in the past couple of hours, the city of San Francisco has canceled schools till the end of the month. We've seen it in Washington State, and I am told that it is very likely that over the next couple of days, we will see schools possibly statewide canceled. And Lindsay, that affects over 6 million people, 6 million children. And obviously, think about school lunches and the implications for childcare with all these children. It is a logistical nightmare, also parental nightmare.
Right,
Lindsay.
6 million children. All right, back up, and thank you for that. When we come back,
Fucking children should be home with their fucking parents any fucking way.
blames a group linked to Iran for that attack that resulted in the death of 2 U.S. service members. The awful side effect of COVID-19, a disturbing rise in hate-filled attacks targeting some Asian Americans because of the coronavirus. The death toll continues to rise in Italy, and authorities fear the worst of it could still be weeks away. We'll hear one family struggle when we return.
Children should be at home with their fucking parents. With the fucking bullshit that they're teaching in fucking school. You should be fucking responsible for your fucking children at this fucking time. This the best fucking time for your monkey ass. To spend time with your fucking children.
Bravo! Well done. Thanks to you all, I now have full ownership of this card house. And Mr. Chang is on a flight heading west.
Things are changing already.
Absolutely. What are you waiting on, Mr. Connors? If ever there was
But
a
I don't
celebration
trust you,
with
news.
champagne,
I don't
death of my
trust you,
uncle,
news.
Oh, well, very good. Very
Say it again.
Come on now.
I got
That
it.
might be the last bottle of French you get to open. The Trust has a vineyard up north. Stuff tastes like sparkling piss. But they let us put champagne on the label.
Views. All of this has been made possible by one thing: the exponential growth and exploitation of online social networks. In this series, I'm going to argue that you can't understand the vast disruptive power of modern networks without looking to the past, because there's nothing new about social networks. The printing press was just as good at mass-producing tracts about witchcraft as it was at spreading the gospel. We'll see why understanding networks is a fundamental basis for understanding life itself.
If you want that, believe hope,
to spread our
faith,
ideas,
understand.
the established interests of hierarchical power.
4 fucking words to keep you fucking stupid. I say again, 4 fucking words to keep you stuck on stupid. Believe, faith, understand, hope.
To just throw stuff out there.
Believe is part of make believe. And when you look at make believe, you need to ask the question, why is there a minus sign in between make and believe? When you think about it for a change, that minus sign is minusing something. What is it minusing? It's minusing you thinking with the creator of you being already ready within you. And I'm not talking about your mom or your dad. They were just little pieces of the puzzle to make the puzzle look good. So when you look at, you were divinely selected by the creator of all things to be here consciously thinking the creator all the time, period. As long as you are thinking the divine for giving you a peace of mind, a body, and a soul to think from. Look at all these little kids on an adult game. That's bullshit right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's all the bullshit that I talk about. These kids on an adult game. There's the reason why we having kids because their fucking parents was kids when they had kids, because they wasn't grown up enough to be responsible adults to having children. Because a responsible adult wouldn't allow their child to be on the motherfucking video game where they can have sex, drink, and everything else that grown-ups do. That's stupid. You think that kid ain't gonna want to do that shit in real life after a while of constantly doing it on a fucking game? Wake the fuck up, stupid. But that is it. A lot of you supposed to be grown-ups are really fucking dumbed down puppets because you don't know better. It is what it is.
It's going to be over with soon. Then what's it going to be like afterwards? It's going to be right back the way it was. We're going to be nothing but a bunch of dirt bags in your way. Because most of you don't really care. You put them things up to make yourself feel better. What are you doing to make us feel better? I don't see anybody out here doing anything. Now, I've had some people suggest some things. Those are awesome suggestions. I believe those people are probably out there doing exactly what they're saying. Because I know a few of these people, and they're great people. So, we're not feeling the love. Do you guys know that there's truck drivers out here that are not even allowed to use basic human comforts like a bathroom? Do you know there's truck drivers out here that can't even get a cup of coffee? They can't even get a hot meal because the governors of the state they're in panicked, closed all the bars and restaurants. Well, guess what's in truck stops? Restaurants. Some of these restaurants had drive-thrus, so they just shut the whole restaurant down.
Only thing you can use is drive-through. We're truck drivers. Do you honestly think that we can get this in a drive-through? No, we can't. We're going to mess up a lot of things. So since we don't have a car, guess what? They won't serve us because we don't have a car. Okay, so what do we get to eat? Oh, yeah.
Smiling pile of poo. Flight check mark.
Sitting in the refrigerator there.
Yin yang. Eye. Brain. Infinity symbol. Eyes. Footprints. Checkered flag. Heart declaration.
Sitting in your comfortable home, watching your comfortable TV. Let me ask you something. Do you want to eat a microwave hamburger that's been sitting in the cooler for a week or two? Do you want to eat beef jerky and potato chips? Now, if you say yes, good for you. Go down to your local gas station and have at it. For me, I'd like to have a hot meal. After I've done work a 14-hour day, I want to be able to sit down and have at least a hot meal. Even if that hot meal is just as simple as a cheeseburger and some hot french fries. At least something a little warm in my belly. But guess what? There's people out here, they're not getting it. You see what you're subject to? You see those things down there in the distance? Those are called porta potties. Yeah, that's right. We have to use porta potties because you know what? We're not allowed to use bathrooms. Well, we're your heroes, all right. We're delivering your food. We've got people behind the scenes in our trucking companies that are pushing their butts around the clock to keep these trucks loaded, to keep us rolling, to get this food to your wherever it is you shop at. Okay? If you think I'm the only one here, and those of us sitting behind the steering wheel, that we're the only ones, there's a lot of people working behind the scenes. Are you showing them some love? No. You can care less. They're insignificant. So forgive me again if I'm not going to do a tap dance when you put up these little things for Facebook saying, hey, thank you, Mr. Truck Driver, because it's just empty words to me. They're meaningless. If you really care about us, if you really, really care about us, email the president, contact your governor, your representatives, tell them, say, hey, lift up some of these draconian regulations you got going on right now and let these truck drivers have a hot meal. Let these truck drivers have a place to go to use the bathroom. I mean, come on. We're being treated like we're freaking animals. Animals get treated better than we do. At least the animal has a place to poop and to pee. We don't. Unless we want to go on a porta potty. Do you want to poop and pee in a porta potty all the time? If you do, get on out here. Use them. No, you won't. Yeah, those porta potties are nasty and they're disgusting. Most of them really are. But guess what? We're forced to use them. Because we have nothing else. It's either that or we act like a frickin' dog and poop in the grass. So am I a little upset and bitter about all this? Yeah, you betcha I am. I am. Because most of you people out there are ungrateful and you don't care about us. Again, this week, as long as your store shelves are going to get full, we are your heroes. The next week or the week after or when this thing ends, and it's going to end soon, it's going to be right the way it was. You guys ain't going to care about us. We're going to be just low-life individuals. But as long as we have the crap that you don't need on our trailer, that's all that matters to you. For those of you that do care about us and that are helping us right now, I can honestly speak for the rest of us professional drivers out here. My brothers and sisters out here, we thank you tremendously. We do appreciate the hard work that you're doing for us, really. And I know there's a lot of people out there that is trying to help us truck drivers. And we are grateful for it. But you folks that are doing that, you are just a small, minute minority. The rest of these people that are putting these thanks up, they're just putting up to make themselves feel better. Because I ain't feeling the love.
No.
Ask any truck driver you know if they're feeling the love. No. We're not feeling the love.
Yeah, y'all feeling love, y'all need to go out to the truck drivers.
That we work for. Ask them if they're feeling the love.
But shit, these people can't even go see each other. Fuck, this is some bullshit.
So folks,
this is our government showing us exactly how much power that they have over us with them putting out a virus all because they don't like Donald Trump. I don't like neither fucking party. Democrat or fucking Republicans. Both of them bitches are a bunch of fucking crooks. Shit, we ain't nothing but a bunch of pawns in they fucking chess games. Time for us to do something.
The solution, you're part of the problem. And if you think I'm being a whiner, okay, fine. Here's this beautiful truck. You're more than welcome to get into it. Do what I do. You want your food? Get in this thing.
Morse Mutual. We're here to help. I'll do my best.
I dare you to try it.
Very good.
Half you people out there couldn't even find your bathroom with a freaking road map. So, let us do our jobs, but allow us to get a hot meal and allow us to have basic creature comforts like a bathroom. Please. That's all we're asking. Do you think that's too much? I don't. Everybody be safe out there. God bless.
This virus is unforgiving. It spreads before you even know you've caught it. And it tricks you into believing that it's nothing more than a little influenza. For many of us, it may not be much more than the flu. And so it can be very confusing as to why schools are closed, restaurants are shuttered, and now the virus is taking what's left of our precious liberty. But the real problem is not the 80% who will get over this in a week. It's the 20% of patients, the older, those that are immunocompromised, those that have other medical problems, who are going to need a bit more support. Some oxygen. Or maybe a ventilator. Life support. We do amazing things like this to save patients in our American hospitals and across the world every single day. But we can't take care of everyone at once. And we can't keep that low mortality promise if we can't provide the support that our patients need. Our healthcare system doesn't have any slack. There are no empty wards waiting for patients or nurses waiting in the wings. We barely even have enough masks for the nurses that we have. Looking back to the last time we were limited tools and having a dangerous infection spread quickly was the beginning of the 1918 pandemic.
They know you're there. Look out for more guards on the way.
And when only a few patients were affected. St. Louis shut itself down and sheltered in place. But Philadelphia went ahead with a huge parade to celebrate those going off to war. A week later, Philadelphia hospitals were overrun and thousands were dead, many more than in St. Louis. This is a cautionary tale for our time.
Oh, bitch, shut with all that fucking fear bullshit, bitch. Shut the fuck up with that fear bullshit, cause you live there and go back to that motherfucking time. They was lying then. They were just trying to get something where they can never hold over our fucking head as fucking sheeple people. So the motherfuckers that realize that motherfucking government stay lying. And bitches stay lying doing shit that they want to do so they can control the fucking people.
There won't be a hospital bed when my mother can't breathe.
Stupid motherfucking people.
Yours is coughing too much.
Listen to these
How
motherfucking
can
lies.
soccer or book club be so dangerous?
Fucking dealing with
Why ask
motherfucking
so
lies.
much of people for just a few hundred cases?
Whole lives accountable for
Because
fucking
it's the
lies.
only way to save those lives. And now is the time. Because the numbers you see today in the news are the people that got sick a week ago. And there are still people today who got sick today who haven't even noticed that they've been sick yet. They picked up the virus, and it will take a week to see that show in our numbers. Waiting for hospitals to be overwhelmed will leave the following week's patients with nowhere to go. In short, without taking drastic measures, the healthy and optimistic among us will doom the vulnerable. We have to fight this fire before it grows too high. These extreme restrictions may seem, in the end, a little anticlimactic. Because it's really hard to feel like you're saving the world when you're watching Netflix from your couch. But if we do this right, nothing happens. Yeah. A successful shelter in place means that you're going to feel like it was all for nothing. And you'd be right. Because nothing means that nothing happened to your family. And that's what we're going for here. Even starting now, we can't stop the cases from coming fast and furious, at least for the next couple of weeks and in the short term. But with a real commitment to sheltering in place and a whole lot of patience, we can help protect our critical workers who need to use public transportation in order to safely get from where they need to go. We can give our factories time to ramp up production of all that PPE so that we have enough masks to last. And we can make more medications and learn more about how we can use them to help save more lives. Even a little time makes a huge difference. It will take more than a week to start seeing the rate of increase slow down, and that's a complicated thing to say. It'll take even longer to see the rate come down and see it slowing and infections going down. So please don't give up. Public health and hospitals have been working hard for a long time, and now it's your turn to do your
Am I
part.
right in thinking Mr. Duggan is being evacuated in a helicopter?
But a sacrifice.
It would be very bad for all of us if he got away. Particularly you, if you want to get paid. Take that how you will.
This is a virus that is transmitted through droplets, and so these are little pieces of liquid that come out of people's noses and mouths if they cough or they sneeze and they talk. From the available studies that we have seen, we are confident that the guidance that we have is appropriate, which is so people who are in the communities, they don't wear a medical mask unless they themselves are sick, because this prevents them from infecting someone else. But in healthcare facilities, we make sure that healthcare workers use standard droplet precautions, with the exception if they have they're doing an aerosol generating procedure, and then we recommend airborne precautions.
Rapper Cardi B says that she pays 40% of her income in taxes to the federal government every year, and she says she wants a receipt for how the government spends her tax money. Take a listen.
And so, you know, the government is taking 40% of my taxes. And Uncle Sam, I want to know what you're doing with my tax money, because you know what I'm saying? Like, when you donate to a kid from a foreign country, they give you updates of what they doing with your donation. I want to know what you're doing with my tax money, because I'm from New York and the streets is always dirty. It was voted the dirtiest city in America. What is y'all doing? There's still rats on the damn trains. I know y'all not spending it in no damn prison, because y'all be giving niggas like 2 underwears, 1 jumpsuit for like 5 months. So what is y'all niggas doing with my money? What is y'all doing with my money? I want to know. I want receipts. I want everything. I want to know what y'all niggas doing with my money. What is y'all niggas doing with my money? Uncle Sam, I want to know what you're doing with my money.
You want an itemized receipt
It's
of how the
done,
government
isn't
spends your
it?
tax money?
Don't say anything. I don't want to know.
Here are some of the things.
But I
no
know.
joke.
Dear Lord, I'm an accessory to murder. Multiple murders. Well done, me. Yay. Okay. Come back to the casino so we can dot the I's and cross the T's on this deal, okay?
$75,000 of your tax money to blow leaf blowers at lizards to see how they react.
Wow.
$700,000 of your tax money on research about getting
This is what I'm
zebrafish
talking about.
addicted to nicotine.
The legal line
$22 million
lawyers
of
become
your tax
judges
money
to
to
judge
improve
over
the
you and
quality
me.
of Serbian
How in the
cheese.
fuck can you
$2.4
give
million
any type of
of your tax
justice
money
when the
to study
fucking system
daydreaming.
is that fucking far past
$15,000
broken?
of your tax money to
You
fund
got
a
crooks
fictionalized
running a
opera
legal
about Prince
system
Harry.
where this system supposed to be ran with truthful, trustworthy people.
Of dead comedians for a comedy show.
Because you count on
$4.6
people
million
telling the
of your
truth
tax money
in a system
on
where
lobster
people
tail
get
and
sentenced to
crab.
jail for years.
$292,000 of your
This is
tax
some
money on
bullshit.
ribeye and sirloin steak.
Don't be some bullshit ass
$2.3
fucking
million
sheeple.
of your tax money on snow crab. $676,000 of your tax money on golf carts. $2.1 million of your tax money on games and toys. $643,000 of your tax money on sofas. $1.7 million of your tax money on pianos, tubas, and trombones. $9.8 million of your tax money on workout equipment.
Asking questions to our fucking government, any state official. I don't trust none of these bitches. The government, I mean the Republicans, or the Democrats. Democrats ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking rats that see us as they fucking piggy bank, and then we are nothing but willing participants in our own slavery, not truly thinking for ourselves, which we need to do for a
Taxes are wasteful and unfair, and I agree, they are. Then how can you support Bernie Sanders? Did you know Bernie Sanders supported a 70 to 90% income tax rate, and then he lied about it? Do you want to give government 90% of your income every year? Imagine how many snow crabs politicians can eat while watching coked-up quail porn paid for by your money. Bernie Sanders wants to abolish billionaires. He demonizes millionaires like you, which means he wants to use the government to steal your money and give it to some freeloader who did not work for it. So what I would ask you is this: is that fair? You worked for the money. Is it fair for government to take that away? If not, then don't support high-taxing Democrats.
We're more than capable of handling ourselves.
This hurts, man.
Even your past is the
You know, I'm affected by coronavirus.
Oh, good at bullshit.
Do a worldwide prayer
right now.
Look at that bullshit.
I can always pray.
Who you praying to, bitch? Who you praying to, bitch? Who the fuck are you praying to? Explain to these people who you are praying to.
I can pray for you right now.
Who are you praying to, man?
I'm gonna ask you to stand with me as we do it.
Boy. We've been programmed to be motherfucking sheep.
All over the world.
I ask any one of these pastor preachers, who the fuck are you praying to? Where the fuck did this God and Jesus come from? When the creations can't give the creator a fucking name. Unless the creation want to control the fucking creation. And that's exactly what the fuck these motherfuckers did to us. Taught us to fucking be fucking stupid. All believers are gullible children who will never grow up to be responsible adults because you're supposed to know better in this life that we're living in. The need to know is what you're living in. Supposed to know what you're doing 24 hours a day. When you're a fucking adult, you are responsible to know better. It's not to be better than no one. To know better is to know what makes us all equal from within. These some lying sons of bitches right here.
All over the world, the name of Jesus is
shit.
And lifted up and worthy to be
fucking
praised.
bullshit.
All over the world, God is a healer. There's not a place
Shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
There's a power in Jesus' name.
Ooh, boy, they got us so fucking programmed. Just like Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, the God, the Jesus, the Holy Ghost, and the devil. Yes, there is a creator, but it's inside of the creations. We've just been taught to be fucking stupid.
I'm praying for you.
Oh, boy. Who you pray to? Who is this God?
Even though I'm a day ahead of you, I'm praying backwards and forwards. Hallelujah. Prayer doesn't have time zones. Prayer doesn't worry about calendars.
Who are you praying to for these prayers to not have time zones and not have no calendar? That's that bullshit that you teaching people to be fucking stupid, to not knowing better. Believing stops you from knowing. Man, prayer is your bullshit link up with people being stupid and stuck up in some fucking lie that's been taught to us as children to never grow up to be responsible adults.
Trials and tests. I pray for emotions that are distraught and mental disorders and physical disorders and those that are wrestling with the virus and those who have lost loved ones and those who have incurred tragedies that are not even on our radar. While we're talking about one thing, somebody's fighting something else. I rebuke cancer and hypertension and lung disorders. I pray for my brother-in-law. I pray for my neighbors. I pray for my friends. I pray for people in South America and in Africa and in Europe and Japan and China and Australia and New Zealand. I pray for the Caribbean islands. I pray for
who are you praying to, dog?
I pray that God would touch.
Who are you praying to? Who is this God that you praying to? Explain that there. You just said the God, the Lord, Jesus, yeah, a whole bunch of motherfucking bullshit.
Whether they're in the mansions of Hollywood, prayer knows no boundaries.
Oh, shut that bullshit up. Stop lying.
Find them, Lord, in the name of Jesus.
Oh,
in the bush, in Kenya,
all that
find
shit
them,
is some straight up bullshit.
Right now, in the name of Jesus.
In the name of some bullshit.
Los Angeles, find them now. Walk
in the name of some motherfucking bullshit.
Find them right now. God, in the name of Jesus.
Every time I think about this fucking programming bullshit, they're having so many people fucking and fucking stupid to the point where they paying tied to a motherfucking crook.
The God of the whole earth. You sit on the circle of the earth. Everything is up under your power. My God, tonight.
So you saying, I'm saying it too. Yeah, God made up fucking corona fucking virus.
Right now. Let it go into Italy.
My man is fucking son. All that motherfucking bullshit ain't nothing but the motherfucking government governing your mental fucking state. Bunch of bullshit. Just shut your fucking lying ass up.
And infections and disorders and mental disorders and strife and confusion and autism and arthritis and every kind of
boy,
disease.
you hear this son of a bitch here? You hear this son of a bitch here, boy? Shut your stupid ass, boy. Boy, that's a shame. Boy, you just don't know how. I don't like to say that I wish that there was a real hell, because I would love to see your monkey ass burning in that motherfucker. You lying son of a bitch, you. You dirty, low down dog. You lying to all these motherfucking people to get their fucking money. Feeding them this bullshit with some God. It's just like fucking kids waiting on fucking Santa Claus on Christmas to give them some shit. What y'all dealing with this God and Jesus, asking the God and Jesus for shit right now and shit. Boy, a fucking bullshit.
I was in the gas station the other day, and when I got to the gas station the other day, I'm looking for some orange juice, and I got this orange juice, and I couldn't believe the price of it. I went to the Indian guy behind the counter, and I said, "Man, this juice is little. How come it costs so much?" And he says, "It costs so much because that's not regular orange juice." I said, "It says Minute Maid." He says, "Yeah, but you picked the different one. You should have picked another one." I said, "What's wrong with this one?" He said, "This one is 100% juice. Notice the sign, the label on it. It says from concentrate." I said, I'm concentrating. I'm focusing. And I can't figure out why the price is so high. He says, because that juice that you chose, the reason why the price is so high is that when they squeeze all of the pulp out of it, when they squeeze all of the seeds out of it, in order for it to maintain its value, in order for it to maintain all of its nutrients, what they did is they extracted all of the water out of it. So the only thing that's in it is what's necessary. The water had to be taken away because it didn't add any value to it. So it's smaller. Y'all ain't gonna like this, but it's got as much vitamins as this because all this got is water. But this is concentrate. See, y'all's problem is y'all are jealous of Negroes. You think I'm bigger than you, but all they got is a bunch of water. But all you got is substance, cause you had to be shrink wrapped. See, it's a smaller bottle. You see that? It's a smaller bottle, but it's got the same amount of vitamin C, got the same amount of nutrients, got the same amount of what is necessary for you to get through the day. Since you can get this, and this is going to be cheaper because stuff has been added to it that takes away from the essence and the authenticity of what it is. I'm thankful that I'm preaching to some folk today that realize that in your younger years, you thought you needed stuff to make you who you were. But the more you matured and lived and
you realize for your fucking self, that you was taught some bullshit. When you think about it, make believe got a half a motherfucking, make believe got a motherfucking minus sign between you, and the minus sign is minus your fucking mind. See, when you racing and crashing and shit. Don't play that no more. I'm just sitting up here thinking about legal aid before. How much I know that this is needed. And now this coronavirus and just stopped all my shit in the tracks. It's on once we bounce back. It's all about the bouncing back. I'm really worrying about. Cause if we don't wake up to know what's going on and do something about it, these sons of bitches gonna put us to sleep. I ain't got no reason to lie to nobody about the things I done been through. That's why I got it all on tape. Audio and video. I'm gonna share all the shit that I done been through to be able to explain. Let's see if I can help. It's a shame we ain't got nobody to truly turn to that's really about some justice. When we got a system that's so fucking far past broken, it can never be fixed. Put it on hard, man. I got you. You up and on eat normal. All you gotta do is stay alive, homie. I got you.
Ah, here they are.
Hey, I'm so glad you came. So, I presume you've read some of the bad press we are getting, or heard the news.
Yes, it's a real problem, and we've got the best security in the city.
Which is why it's a setup.
Indeed, it's a setup, madam. My team and I are doing our best, but we have to be vigilant. You don't want any problematic negativity. George, eyes left. Watch that guy.
We don't. Not anymore. We cannot afford any additional lawsuits.
Well, our acquaintances here look innocuous enough. And from what I understand, they can handle themselves. So how about we take a little tour and deal with any miscreants?
Miscreant. Interesting word.
Very.
What would you like me to call the assholes the Duggins pay to start fights?
Whatever you like. But stop them as soon as you can. And next time, how about not letting them in?
My friends, shall we perambulate around the campus?
Come on, Red Eye. Come on.
Anyone for a little champagne?
Red Eye.
God, give me strength.
Red-eyed punk rock. Mohawk fuck.
Follow me. You know what's happening, right? The Duggins are paying people to start fights. Been happening all week, and social media is starting to take notice. Looks clear over here. Let's head over to the main floor. Disorderly conduct blemishes our reputation, and we pride ourselves on our reputation, and it could put us out of business entirely. Those are the hillbillies on the Duggins payroll. Calm them down. Stop this trouble. Housekeeping, I'm gonna need a cleanup. Can you call in a medical team?
Boy, Peter Berry part.
He's taking the competition call. Let's go.
Here we are at the casino. Yeah, let's get a shot of the bikes.
You okay? Take those bikes. Go after
Wait,
them.
what's up with this?
Don't worry about it. They're valets. Get them inside. Come on. Come on. Are you there? Get that car back by any means necessary. We cannot afford to lose a multi-million-dollar asset right now, particularly when it's not insured.
That bitch went on the beach. Ain't that a kind of bitch?
You're fucking dead.
got it fixed? And hopefully the papers won't pick this up. You got the car? Okay. Bring it back to the casino, and maybe the papers won't pick this up.
So you ain't got to rush. You just made the movie look better.
What an unfortunate business. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Well done.
I think we managed to quell the unfortunate uprising, madam.
Well done, Vincent. Any ideas?
I imagine it was someone who wishes to besmirch the good name of this institution.
Yeah,
Yo,
we know that.
Sorry to interrupt here. Brucey Kibbutz. Can we talk about health and wellness for a second here?
Excuse me?
Brucey Kibbutz. I want to talk to you about the mindfulness and exercise director's position.
Not right now. I'm kind of busy.
Oh, you're too busy to discuss health and well-being?
Call guest services, sir. Make an appointment.
Very amusing. Do I look like I make appointments, bro? I am the appointment!
Anyway, thank you. Again, I hope I don't have to ask for your further assistance, but I fear I shall.
TV tells so many lies to your vision. It's always saying hope, believe, understand, have faith. To keeping you programmed to not knowing better is naturally for you to need to know, to want to know. But you've been dumbed down to be believers, to just believe. And that stops you from knowing. We all been taught to be stupid. It's time to wake the fuck up. And this make-believe la-la land bullshit. It's time to talk to each other, start making sense. Truth makes sense. The lies are what don't. Lies get you all twisted up to not know what change is when it comes. Mind-boggling. Somebody else needs some help. Gotcha. I got you. I'll go eat me a salad.
Looks clear over here. Let's head over to the main floor. Disorderly conduct blemishes our reputation, and we pride ourselves on our reputation. And it could put us out of business entirely.
Come on, you want to follow me?
Those are the hillbillies on the Duckins payroll. Calm them down. Stop this trouble. Housekeeping, I'm gonna need a cleanup. Can you call in a medical team?
God damn it!
Can't get over that, buddy. Can't get over there. Nah, he can't.
competition car. Let's
You
go.
want to get over there so bad. They about to deal with your ass now.
Here we are at the casino. Yeah, let's get a shot of the bikes.
Like watching a little movie.
You okay?
Take those
Kid
bikes.
shit here.
Go after him.
What's up with this?
Don't worry about it. They're valets. Get him inside. Come on. Come on. Are you there? Get that car back by any means necessary. We cannot afford to lose a multi-million-dollar asset right now, particularly when it's not insured.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Shit crazy, crazy. Ooh. Y'all fucked up, ain't he? Y'all fucked up. Booby. Y'all fucked up for all y'all, man. But my own book of died, man. Nobody didn't tell me. I was real fucked up. Get to the jotting down my notes. They saying my notes not available right now. Bullshit. Now I'm saying my email is not available right now. Just straight up bullshit, people.
Dear anonymous brothers and sisters, dear world, this is an important message. So the people behind Tyler decided to publish a video announcing they are now online. Has Project Tyler gone out of control? What's really happening? Who is behind it? Dear brothers and sisters, the self-proclaimed anonymous global YouTube channel who is YouTube verified published a video on the 8th of June. 2017 made anonymous brothers and sisters of humanity. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, sir. How can I be of help today? I'll send one of our best drivers right away.
CIA is behind some anonymous accounts. Keep that always in mind. Is the Chicago 3301/7's exposed Tenry 137. All part of the AI game these people are playing. This Tyler game going on can be a confusing thing. I guess you could say Tyler is in a way an alternate reality. Please do your own research. Attention watching the following video. You need a strong mind. Be aware of the brainwash potential of the video. Please pay close attention to the hidden signs. The 666S. The brainwashing voice of music. And so on. Expect us.
There you go.
掌握是好招吗？我要送他们天摇丸，仙摇丸。It is the strangest thing ever since he tried new personal trainer for her. He's very excited, very angry, lots of exercise.
Jesus. Juiced up method and an angry pair of Texans. Debbie, can you have 2 cars further in front? And make it quick.
Take us to the model runway. You know what we are doing there? We are meeting Avery and Jordan Duggan, Texan investors. They have been trying to buy the casino. 伪善，他们竟敢在太水头上用途。Mr. Chen laments their methods. They have been very aggressive, very dishonest, a hostile takeover with dirty tricks. They will hide all the bad behavior at the diamond museum, except for Mr. Chen's. 他妈的，我们该毙了这只家伙，告诉他们。Mr. Chen is expressing his frustration. They are very heavy-handed. 我总要多久？我坐不住了，我想做些深蹲。耐心点，当我们到，你就可以下去跑一跑。我现在拳头好用。The trainer, Brucey, he said he would work on Mr. Chen's mind and body. So far, it's just high-intensity training, lots of performance-enhancing drugs, and very little mindfulness. Fuck mindfulness! You see, he is very angry. These bullshit crews, they are worse than the creek. 你在说什么？我很好，没事。That's how we roll, bitches. Mr. Cheng is very excited. It is very important meeting. If we can persuade them the casino is not for sale, maybe they will go away and leave us to exploit Americans' gambling and alcohol addictions in the name of entertainment and peace. Yeah!
Shut down the banks. Overrich minerals. Engaged. Expect us.
You hit them!
Our efforts here as the residents there needed to be protected, so we issued very stringent requirements about access to those facilities. Sent a few days later, they did something similar. Across the state, most of the folks are really working diligently. I mean, they're taking temperatures, they're asking where you've been, they're making sure if you have any type of symptom, you are not allowed near any of the residents. And we did have one problem, a facility in Broward County. We've got a lot of people on site there policing that. It's sad that it would come to that because you think you would want to do all you could to protect the residents. But that is something that is very, very important. We've also, with the ALFs and nursing homes, we want all nursing homes and ALFs
Let's wait for Miss Staker before going into the meeting.
Equipment so that any staff member that interacts with a resident at least has one of those respiratory masks. We like them to have the gloves and the other stuff, but at least you have that. And so to begin this effort in the next 48 hours, the Department of Emergency Management and Department of Health will be sending out the following to facilities throughout the state. Almost 60,000 N95 masks, 141,000 procedure masks, almost 27,000 shields, 22,000 gowns, and 78,000 gloves. So that is something that's very
all those private military investments have got them.
So glad you could come to the vineyard. A little Cabernet? No. Want to do puppy? Excuse me, son? Want to do puppy? Box? No. You got power? Neither me nor my nephew have a problem that I'm aware of. We love China. Always have. Ever since I ate my first egg roll. Well, you see, I never liked eggs. And an egg roll don't have eggs in it. I thought to myself, I like China. What my uncle's trying to say is, excuse me, I was not finished. Excuse me, sir. It's not a problem. Come on, boy. You're going to sell us your casino. Don't get no confusion about that. See, I want it, so all we're here to discuss is a fair price. How much a hundred? This is Chinese, right? What kind of nice income, Mama? Son, Mama.
But if you do get it, we want you to be in one of those groups where you're not going to be at risk of fatality or serious hospitalization.
Boys are making a very big mistake. Thornton, would you excuse us for a moment? Why don't you take Miss, it is Miss Agatha Baker, and show her the expansion proposals we were discussing? Okay, Uncle.
I think I should stay.
I strongly advise that you stay. This is significantly above your pay grade.
And this is the type of thing that's tailor-made for them to really make an impact. And I think they're able to probably do some things that some of the local, state,
anyway, Mr. Chin,
are not going to
I'm
be
going to lay my cards on the table.
for all that they're
I don't give two fucks about who your family is or how many ninjas you got up your sleeve. Am I making myself clear?
We're going to have huge amounts of supplies coming in on N95
Where I come from, you don't get to pull a gun unless you're willing to use it. But maybe you do things differently in America. Now, when I return, we will continue this conversation as gentlemen. On second thought, I ain't a gentleman. Shoot the bastard!
The other test sites, so I'm going to let him come and say a few words, and we'll hear from one of the doctors. Thank you to the University of Florida. We've been talking about the villages for several weeks now. In fact, I held a round table with all around the state 3 weeks ago. The villages, ALFs, nursing homes, when we started to realize that this was a virus that significantly impacted our senior population in a different way. And so it's excellent that this is now happening. Additionally, I want to thank all the staff here at the villages, all the vendors here at the villages, because at the end of the day, by the staff and the vendors here at the villages, by making sure that they take precautions and they go through the screening, that is going to be the best way to prevent COVID-19, the virus, getting into the villages. And so it is individual responsibility, but we're all in this together. So I want to thank them as well. As the governor talked about, we're working on the next 48 hours. All the state of Florida is working on the largest logistics mission we ever worked on in state's history, larger than any hurricane logistics mission. That's my goal. Just to push that my son's goal. We are working logistics 24 hours a day in the warehouse now with support from the National Guard. We are using vans, 18-wheelers, and aircraft to move life-saving PPE and collection swabs around the state 24 hours a day. So the governor just announced, obviously, our latest effort, which is really focusing on our nursing homes and ALFs. We are constantly pushing things down to county, state, and sites, filling those critical mission requests so they can go out to the hospital. We are constantly getting rolls from the hospitals as far as how many days left they have PPE, what their daily burn rate is, so that we can constantly keep them ahead of any emergent situations. So we have 7 million N95 masks on order. I expect to see the largest shipment of that come in on the 21st with the first billion. We have 5 billion procedural masks on order. Those are coming in at several hundred thousands. We got about 400,000 in yesterday. I expect the first million things that are coming in also and so we are turning the page
they got me on the future side when they killed me.
That is
I ain't know who shot me.
for the state of Florida. We are also working with vendors on ventilators and the federal government to make sure that we have the required number of ventilators that could possibly need to be used in the state of Florida. So we have started pre-positioning a lot of those ventilators across the state, and we are receiving ventilators
People killed without staying alive. Let's go.
the manufacturers, as well as getting
There's nothing to
ventilators pushed to us from the federal government. So we thank our federal partners for their help with that. We have field hospitals that we've deployed all over the state of Florida. One is on its way to Dade County, one is on its way to Jacksonville. One actually is not too far from the villages that's already pre-staged, and one is in Broward County, which is actually being assembled as we speak. It should be up and running in the next couple of days. Right now we don't see a need for folks to be going to the field hospital, but we want to have that up and running. And so we're helping to operate those with over 300 nurses that we have on contracts, as well as our 300 medics in the National Guard. And so thank the National Guard and for all of their efforts. Listen, this is a virus that significantly impacts our seniors who are in their golden years in a dramatic way. And so while it doesn't seem fair to them that this is happening, a lot of the rules and regulations and guidance that is being put out may seem to be without compassion, with compassion, which is why the governor is putting those guidance and those requirements in place. Because that right now is the best way to protect our senior population, which is to social distance from them, which is to go through the screening. So if we can continue to do that, and it's going to take everybody. We've been messaging to younger people for the last several weeks now about social distancing, and that there's feedback out there that COVID,
like a damn survival game out playing in.
You can ruin somebody's
When my
life
gun
here in
wasn't
the
coming out.
if you don't social distance from our elderly population. If you're not feeling well, stay home. You should be in your home anyway. There's no reason right now to be going to events, even if that event is going on, which would be in contradiction to the governor's instruction. So please heed the warnings, listen to the guidance, do the screening. If you have a neighbor that's elderly and you're worried about their supplies, call them. See what they need, drop the supplies outside their door. You can be a hero by making sure that you're taking care of the elderly. So, Governor, thank you for this box. Thank you.
I want to give my sincere thanks to Governor DeSantis for suggesting this collaboration that you all see behind us with the villages and the University of Florida. One of the benefits of having a research-intensive university in our state, one of the best in the nation, is indeed that we have an academic health center that not only conducts research on education of future doctors and nurses, but also actually makes a difference in the lives of people of our state. We have on our staff and a member of our faculty someone very good in the area of infectious disease and global health. And with us today is indeed the faculty member who's a doctor who is one of those coordinators, and he's overseeing what you see behind us. So I'd like to invite to the podium Dr. Lazar.
You don't want me to use this.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Governor DeSantis and the rest of you for having us here. UF Health is very proud to be part of this community and to serve the community and serve Florida in general. What we're doing here today, I think, is very, very important. Not only are we screening people that meet the CDC criteria, but we're also doing a research study that's actually what we call asymptomatic carriage virus. Now, that's a non-term that has described the fact that some people, it has been described that some people have the virus, but don't really show any symptoms. It's been described as young individuals, but really not older individuals. So our research here today is going to help us understand a lot more about what's going on with transmission, as well as meeting those clinical needs that we have. There are significant supply chain problems. You've heard a lot about that already. You've heard a lot of plans that people are working on fixing that. We're doing our best to work around those as much as we can, make as many tests as possible available to those prioritizing those who have most need. So we're very proud to be part of this effort, and we'll stick with the community here and work as hard as we can to be part of the community to help everyone as possible. Thank you very much. Well, thanks again, UF Health, and we really appreciate all you guys. And I want to thank the villages. I saw Gary Lester here. This is a community that is very, very active, and they've had to really change a lot of how they do events. I know they don't do
Take your time. All you gotta do is take your time for it. Just take your time.
Social distancing golf where everyone's in their own cart. You don't shake hands or touch the flagstick. So I think that this community has really responded and really just done a lot of things to protect themselves. We have to see what people do that because we understand.
Hello, what's happening? They dropped me at the Pacific Bluffs Country Club. The Changs are members here. Hello? What's that noise? Get over here when you can.
Got more lives left, man.
Obviously, most people who live in this area are affiliated with the villages, but you go online, you can go. If you're really outside the villages, you're still eligible. So we're looking at different options. So, what we've done in Florida is, we've done a lot of statewide, what they call mitigation measures. So, you have bars, all these places closed, health clubs, and that's applying statewide. And, we still have in Florida, we got 20 counties with 0 infections, and I think about 26 that have 2, 3, 5, 7 type infections. Now, that doesn't mean that can obviously change, but in those counties, we really want people to get tested so that they can be isolated, and hopefully we can prevent outbreaks in some of those areas. Some of the areas that we've had more significant, there have been more stringent mitigation measures. I've imposed some in South Florida in conjunction with Broward County, and then Broward and Dade in conjunction with my office have done some things. So in South Florida, you have pretty much down to just essential operations. So we'll look at how that would apply statewide in terms of additional measures. But that's one of the reasons why we wanted the testing, so that we're actually doing this on good data. There's a lot of folks out there who are doing the right thing, and some of these things, I don't want to put somebody in a position where some type of an order, if they can comply, then they're going to suffer financial catastrophe, health problems. So there's a whole chain reaction that can go to some of this stuff. And I'm also mindful, if you look at what happened in New York, when they did the stay-at-home order, what did people do? Well, a lot of people fled the city, and they're going to stay with their parents, or they're flying. We're getting huge amounts of people flying in. We're looking at how to address those flights. I talked to the president last night about that. So for every action, there's a reaction. So we're going to consider what would make sense for Florida. I do think we'll end up, doing some more stuff very soon. But at the end of the day, you're going to have a group of people who are not going to comply and are going to put themselves first. And the fewer number of those there are, the better off we'll be. And there's people here in the villages, and most of the people throughout the state are seniors. You don't need any mandates. They will do what's recommended. They will protect themselves. I think you have another class of people, who are just selfish. You shut down the bar, they go to a house party. You have no beach, so they go to a sandbar, which is technically not the beach. And so I would just say for those folks, you need to cool it, and let's get through this, because the more stuff you're doing, the more difficult and longer that this may go. And I think that if we take good action now, then we're probably going to be better off, even in the immediate short term. But man, you have some folks, it's like a water balloon. You impose a restriction, that water goes somewhere else, and they're always looking to do whatever they can to game the system. Yes, sir. No, they were all supposed to go out at the same time. When FEMA sends this out, we'll know, they'll say it's coming. Where? There's no, you can track your a shipment from Amazon to your house better than we can track some of this stuff.
How did the meeting go?
Kind of in the ether, we're kind of waiting for it, and then all of a sudden it shows up on the doorstep wherever it's going to go. So sometimes those go earlier, sometimes they don't. So it wasn't we diverted, it was we're waiting for all the resources to go.
We didn't teach us a business school. Thank you for your help.
The supplies got there, then the Miami one, and then the Orlando stuff. So, I've told them as soon as you can get it up and running, because I think people here will appreciate it. I talked to the CEO over at Orlando Health, and they've really ramped up their testing, and even amongst people who have the greatest symptoms,